Afternoon, everyone. Today, back in the shop again because we can't do any work outside, so the lawn care is still on standby. And we checked everything out this morning. Ground's still iced up everywhere, and not everywhere, but a lot of places, and the other places are mud. So, working in a shop, actually it'd be the sign shop now. So, what I'm working on today is this Ryobi chop saw. I got everything unplugged, so don't worry, get all excited. What's going on is every time you make a cut, dust goes everywhere. Even if they have the bag on the back, even if I hook a vacuum to it, this dust flies everywhere. So I hooked the hose from the vacuum alongside of it. That worked okay, but it still kind of goes everywhere. So what I'm going to do, it's a little bit of cobbling going on today, because I can't find what I'm looking for. Whether they make it or not, I couldn't find what I wanted. So first off, I'll go over everything I got going here. So what's going on is every time I make a cut, sawdust is supposed to go up into here and then come out and collect in this bag. Well, it doesn't work very well. So sawdust hits here, and goes everywhere. So what I'm going to do is try and fit this in here. I am going to have to cut this in half. So that gives me 2 tries to make it work. And I'm thinking it's going to end up sitting somewhere like this. And when it's closed, it'll be up there closer. So I'm going to have to cut some of this out for the blade to fit through. And I'm going to have to cut this in half. And I'm going to have to narrow this down somehow. So I might try with the heat gun, or not sure, because I have to get it to fit up into. What I'm trying to do is get it to fit up inside there. So I should be able to get it up in here. I just want to get it shrunk down far enough, and then I'm just going to drill some holes in the side here and secure it so it doesn't go anywhere, so I never have to worry about it. So I'm not sure how it's all going to work, but I'm sure I'll make it work fine. The other problem I have is right here. And I cannot get a bushing anywhere in my town for this. So yeah, I'm going to use Gorilla Tape, make my own bushing, and it'll be just fine. Add a little bit of cobbling, but it's going to work. Okay, so this is what I'm looking at. Said I'm not sure how I'm going to do all this yet, but I'm going to figure it out here. Because this blade is kind of offset from this opening. So if I have to do any cutting, I'm going to probably do it off of this side just to get it to fit in there, but I'm not sure yet. This is going to come out. Pull this out first. Line about right here. I'm going to come down about in here. So that's the slot. It's going to end up being about right, but I got to cut way back down into here. After a few cuts, trials and error, this will fit up in there pretty decent. Still got to cut out along where the blade's going to go. That's not a problem there. And I'm still going to have to cut some more up into this end here, which is going to be a little bit more difficult now that I'm getting closer, so I'm going to have to do something different. But once I get this part cut out, get this cut down here farther, I should be able to tilt that up some more, and it should do exactly what I want. That way this blade will go all the way down. And I shouldn't have any problems. It's not a whole lot more to go, but just enough. So this is what I've got. Nothing is hitting. Could probably come up a little bit more, but I think that's going to do pretty good right where I'm at. Should catch pretty much everything, because it'll be catching right about here. You know, with the, let's see, let's get a 2x here. With the 2x4, it'll be starting to hit right here, so it should catch almost everything that I'm creating. Hopefully it works that way, but we'll see here in a minute. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to drill a hole right through this side here. You see that? Yeah, you can see that. And I got machine screws, and I got nylock nuts, which I always have these. I use them for the DR all the time. So drill a hole right through there, and then put a screw in there and see what happens. Worst is going to happen, it's not going to work, and I'm going to start over. These screws are 10/24 by 3/4 of an inch, and I got the 10/24 coarse thread nylock nuts. Now, so before I hook this all up and get this all bolted up here, I'm going to show you what is going on. I am cutting all these sides down 2 inches, so this is a perfect test here. I want them 12 inches instead of 14 inches just because they fit into a different shipping package, and it lowers the price of the product. So and you see all that dust flying over there. It just goes everywhere. Okay, so this is where the cobbling is going to come in. So I got to take up 3/8 of an inch anyhow. So, yep, good old Gorilla Tape. So I'm going to speed this up here because it's going to take a bit. A little redneckish, or whatever you want to call it, but that will work for now until I can find something better. So with everything all hooked up with the hose, I'll show you what happens when you hook just the vacuum to it. So it did pretty good. It does control a lot of it, but there's still a bunch going by it. So that's where I'm going to hook this up. Turn the power off, plug everything off in there. So let's hook this up. Yeah, it's going to be the fun part. Because I'm not going to be able to put a screwdriver on the inside to hold this. So I've got to just use a pair of needle nose pliers to get this started. Saw is hitting a little bit. Because when I put that in there, it tilted this out a little bit. So it's going to take much to get that out of there. And that is clear. So let's get this another shot. Not perfect, but way better than it ever was. So, yeah, it might be cobbled together a little bit, but it'll work. And it is a 2-inch, what was it, 2-inch 90, I guess. Okay, that project's done, which I got it in the first shot, first try, I guess. It was way more than I expected. I expected to be working on this for hours instead of about an hour. I think all total is what I got into it. We're just thinking about it and doing it all, so it wasn't too bad of a project. And yeah, there's some cobbling going on. And if I find a bushing, I will probably buy one, but more than likely it's going to stay on there like that for a long time because it works. And Gorilla Tape holds as good as everything else does. And I got to force it on there a little bit, so it's a fairly decent airtight seal, I guess, and it just works. So this is my thought process on this. There's probably easier ways to do it or different ways to do it, but this is how I thought about doing it. And I know they make hoods and they make enclosures for them and everything, but I only have a 4x4 bench that has to be rolled around in the shop to get out of my way to do all my other repairs. So it works for me since I'm not limited on space here. So that's going to be the end of my video for today. I will be trying to keep links in the description box of things that I use on a regular basis. You know, be on my Amazon store or eBay, whatever, if I remember to put them in there, because I don't always remember to do that. A lot of people that follow me around for a while and know that I just don't remember to do that stuff. I got so many other things going on, it's just hard to keep all that straight. So I thank you for watching and subscribing. If you could check out the links in the description box below, it would be greatly appreciated. Everybody have a good evening, and we will see you on the next one.